24B will allow. 24B like spread. But 80C, 80EE is a support for the banking industry. So obviously they will say the lender should be specified bank, that bank, etc. Okay. And they are saying this section is for small people. So that means the value of the house should not be more than 50 lakhs. This is for small people. The house should be small. It should not be more than 50 lakhs. And in this 50 lakhs, your loan should not be more than 35 lakhs. So many conditions under 80EE. Size of the loan should not be more than 35. Value of the house should not be more than 50. If you satisfy these conditions, then we will additionally give you 50,000 rupees. 80EE has a life of 1 year. Again in future, if they want, we'll come back again. Over 80GG. 80GG. What is 80GG, ma'am? Rent paid. Deduction for rent paid. Right? So that old number which we didn't like, luckily it changed. Yeah. Small a, it became 5,000 per month for giving deduction. Who gets deduction under 80GG? People who don't have own houses, staying in a rented house, not receiving HRA. Such people will get a deduction under 80GG. Small a, 5,000. Earlier it was 2,000. Small b, 25% of adjusted other GTI. Qualifying amount. You're supposed to calculate that qualifying amount by taking all income other than long-term and short-term 111A after subtracting deductions other than this section. All deductions except this. And one last condition which came from HRA. HRA also same point. Rent paid should be more than 10% of your income. Rent paid should be more than 10% of your income. So this is the amendment which has come. Thank you. Okay, so double G is over. Now double J, double A. Favorite of examiner. Double J, double A. It keeps coming with amendments. This time new version has come. Double J, double A. Yes, ma'am. See now. Okay, so we know the reason behind 80JJA. Used markers of another class will come in. Give us. That's the problem. Okay, so 80JJA purpose is what? Create employment. Earlier you remember the old version. What was the old version? Quickly. Manufacturing concern, appointing new people, and we said the size should be more than 100 originally. Then they said no problem, if you appoint more than 50 we are happy. Whatever wages you pay, 30% of that. Anyways, wages are subtracted in PGBP. Again from GTI we will subtract 30% for 3 years. And you can continue in future if you create further new employment. Every year 10% increase in jobs you do. Every time the 10% increase is coming, we'll keep on giving you this deduction for a cycle of 3. Like that it was there. So the best part about this section now, it says now we want to encourage even service industry. Some more markers would be please. Okay, no, that's not writing. Okay, we want to encourage service industry also. How? See now, take the case of Tapasya being into service industry. As a coaching center in 2009, it was hardly a team of less than 10 people. 2-3 teachers and restaurant, 1 office boy, 1 reception, over. But in 7 years span, we have crossed more than 300 staff. Okay, for the intermediate, for teaching, non-teaching, more than 300. That's a good number. Service industry is also contributing towards employment. So now the taxman wants to encourage entrepreneurs not just in manufacturing side but also in service side. But they are saying you should be subject to tax audit. Means what? Big fellows, turnover wise. This is new word which has come. Earlier we never asked that fellow what is your turnover. Now if you want this section, your turnover should be more than 1 crore. Then we can give you this section. So this is one new version. And another new version is monetary limits have come. Earlier we didn't have. Now they are saying salary should not be more than 25,000. You want a deduction here? That fellow's salary should not be more than 25,000. It should be less. Small jobs. Create small jobs. Address managerial positions. People earning 51 lakh. Those fellows will anyway search a job for them. We want you to create jobs for small level of people. So like this, certain amendments have come. Let's see one. Let's see quickly. So who is the employer? Who is the employer now? This employer is into business. It could be either manufacturing or it could be service. But this guy's turnover should be more than 1 crore. This is one new version. Okay, he should appoint new people, employees. For getting deduction, what kind of employees taxpayers like it? Okay, the employee not eligible, we'll write. Not eligible employees. These fellows are not eligible. We can't give you deduction for such people. Who are these people? Those people whose salary is more than 25,000. Those people who work for employed for less than 240 days. Temporary jobs. People are employed for less than 240 days. Earlier the number was 300. Now they made it 240. Okay, then third one they are saying casual workers. These fellows are not eligible. For casual workers, you have to recollect your basics of PF Act. So how the link has come? Wherever PF Act is not applicable for casual, PF Act applies for non-casual. So in the payroll, whoever is coming as per the PF Act is eligible for this deduction. So casual workers are not there as per PF Act, therefore deduction ke liye also we will not consider them. So for this you refer to your PF Act story. Okay, then what about conditions? What conditions am I supposed to satisfy? I am existing SSC. I am new SSC. Possible no? Tapasya is an existing SSC. We are there the last 7 years. New SSC, startup companies, new organizations. Okay, so if you are an existing SSC, then for you, we want this section. Budget 2016 has announced this section. We want this section for PY 16-17. Will I get? They're asking one question. Okay, you are an existing fellow. Did you create new jobs during this year? You want this section in 16-17. Last year I had 300 people. This year also I have 300 people. Why? How can we give you this section? This section is for what? Creating new jobs. It's an incentive for creating jobs. So first requirement is, even though you are an existing company, please increase your staff. Increase your staff. There should be an increase in the staff. How last year I had 100 people. This year also I have 100 people. But what happened? In that 100, ABC left, XYZ came. You never created any jobs. This is not creating jobs. Okay, ABC left, XYZ came. Overall, last year 15-16 it was 100. This year it became 110 and 16-17. This is called increasing the job. Okay, that for those 10 people we want to give you a deduction. So there should be an increase, and when there is an increase, deduction will be with respect to those new jobs that you have created, not for the old. And best part, I just gave an example of 100. There's no number at all. There's no 100, there's no 50. I'm an old company with 10 people last year. This year, the number became 12. For those 2 people, I will get deduction for 3 years. They should continue with me, I will get deduction for 3 years. Provided my turnover is more than 1 crore. They shifted the concept like that. Earlier, this was not the criteria, number of people was the criteria. Have you created more than 50 jobs? That was the criteria. But now number is not important, increase. Any number. There should be increase in your staff. Any number is okay. 1 is okay, 2 is okay, anything is okay. Second one, you should pay by check. You are an existing company. By now you should have cultivated the banking habit. Okay. If you want this deduction, the mode of payment should not be cash. You have seen this in ATC payments. What was that? Sorry, ATD, medical health insurance is paid by cash, not allowed. In PGBP section 36, health insurance premium for staff, if paid by cash, not allowed. In deductions, donation to political party, any amount in cash, not allowed. Charity, more than 10,000, check. Like that, banking habit they are encouraging. Here also, how they are encouraging banking habit, they are saying if you want this deduction, that salary which you have paid to your staff should not have been paid by cash, it should be paid by check. With respect to those salaries, we can give you deduction. So they are discouraging cash. And see, the criteria is not there. We know as per PGBP, cash payment 20,000 is the limit. Here, we are not bothered. 25, 2 is not the criteria. Watchman's salary also pay by check. Encourage banking habit. Because if you pay check, he will open an account. Okay, like that it helps the economy. So you encourage check. This is what they are saying. But if you are a new concern, this year you started, enjoy, no conditions for you. Okay, this is the first year of my operations. Whatever jobs I created, I will get deduction. Right? Okay, and I am new, so they cannot say use check and all. Check condition is also not applicable. Check condition is also not there. Okay, so now this is the story. So deduction is, what is the deduction? Deduction is 30% of the employee cost. 30% of employee cost. For how many years? For 3 years. 30% of the amount is your deduction. And what else we are saying? What is the employee cost? It should be other than retirement benefits, it should be other than non-monetary perquisites. If you are giving car facility, if you are giving flat facility, all such facilities don't ask 30% deduction. 30% deduction is with respect to monetary payment made by you. Non-monetary perquisites are not eligible. This is one more point they are saying. So which section got over? Double J, double A. Creating jobs. Now which section? ATIAC. IAC. For you only, startup. Qualify jaldi se, start your company. For you, for your company, ATIAC benefit will come. Dream company. Entrepreneurship is ATIAC. Okay, first point. Who is eligible SSC? They are also encouraging LLP. See, we never said entrepreneurship should be in the form of a company. You want to start, you can start a limited liability partnership also. Company, LLP, both are okay. What you should be doing, those same words, eligible business, innovation, development, commercialization of product. We just wrote this, product, process, service, which is technology driven and which is certified by that ministry. Okay, those points are common. They want you to do this. What should be the birthday of this company? Any time. This also we know. If you have studied 54 GB, it becomes easy to answer this. It should have been any time from 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2019. Again, this section has a life of 3 years. We have to wait and watch what will happen after that date. And if you want this deduction, you should be a small company. If you are becoming a big company, we will not give you deduction. And what do you mean by small company? Your turnover should not be more than 25 crores. No, assets wise, that was for LLP. This is turnover should be not more than 25 crores. And this condition is different, this is different. See, you should have been incorporated any time from 1617 to 1890. But for being eligible for this section, your turnover should not cross 25 crores for 5 years. For 5 years. Starting from 1617 going up to 2021. So what will happen now? Just try to understand what is the impact of this. What is the impact of this? Let's say you started a company immediately in 1617. For you, once it has started, right from the day one, your turnover should not be more than 25 crores. But if you're starting a company in the last year, somewhere before March 31st, 2019, then for you, this 5 years is different. It's up to 2021. Beyond this date, you can still be more than 25 crores. This section will not check you. So there is some inconsistency here. We will see the example to understand that. First, let us jot down this. Okay, then we are saying this company, certificate point we missed, should hold a certificate under interministerial board. That point is there. Okay, if you satisfy these points, then what is the deduction that you will get? Deduction is 100% of profits. 100% of profits for 3 AYs out of 5. 5 AYs. 3 out of 5 years you will get deduction. Not 5 out of 5, only 3. 3 out of 5. Which 3? Your choice. You can choose. Any first 3 or in the middle or at the end. But basically break even comes after 3. So obviously people will do it after 3 because when you have more profits it is making sense to claim a deduction. So any 3 of your choice. But this 5 years is not your choice. Which 5 year it is? Right from the year you are born. Once you are born, within that life of 5 years, any 3 you can ask for a deduction. After 10 years I will ask, no. This is, be careful. Then there are certain conditions. What are the conditions so that we don't withdraw the exemption, deduction for you? Okay, so there are certain conditions. In 54 GB we haven't heard, but we know the individual or HF who had invested in the company should not sell a stake for 5 years, and the company should not sell off its assets for 5 years, otherwise that exemption will be withdrawn. So what conditions we are saying here, let us see. When you want this deduction, the conditions are, first one, you should not be formed by splitting up. We want new companies. Because we know whenever a new section is announced like that, they will simply create a paper company. Industry is the same, first half one brother, next half another brother. Same industry, same production, but on paper, 2 companies have been created. Such companies are not eligible. You should not be formed by split up, you should be a new one altogether. Condition number 2, you should be having new plant and machine. When we say new plant and machine, if you are a software driven company, then obviously it means computers and software. But for other manufacturers, it can be plant and machine. But it does not include vehicles, it does not include fridge, microwave oven and all that, we can't give you. Office equipments are not there. New plant and machine. When we write new plant and machine, we have to repeat that tolerance which the taxman has in 35 AD. 13 specified business. New plant and machine. However, I can tolerate 2 things. What is that? Second hand import. Second-hand import is treated as new. Second-hand import is treated as new. Entire factory is second-hand import, no problem. Okay. Domestic second-hand. Domestic second-hand. To what level? 20%. It can be 20%. Domestic second-hand can be 20%. Accounts should be audited. Accounts should be audited. Just look at this example in your book. Page number 25. Okay, A Limited was incorporated to carry on business of innovation, development, deployment, commercialization of new process. Okay, so textbooks also use the same language which the section is using. All this which is allowed as per the section. It holds a certificate under the ministry. Its turnover is given as follows. Rupees in crores. Okay, so see, right from the day 1, PY 16-17, the turnover never crossed 25 crores. Small startup companies. So when turnover has not crossed 25 crores, they can claim deduction. Okay, 3 out of 5 years. Whether the company is eligible for tax benefit, which one? Which one it is eligible? It is nothing but this section, 80 ISC. But if you see the first year and second year, there is a loss. So obviously they will not claim deduction in this year. They would claim from third year onwards. And to claim deduction, GTI minus 80 IC. What is GTI? Aggregate of 5 heads after giving effect to losses if any. So first year, second year when there is a loss, obviously we will do set off in third year. So after doing set off in third year, whatever is that adjusted amount, to that extent, 100% will be eligible as deduction. Deduction can never be more than GTI, right? And GTI is after adjusting losses. Okay. So this was a simple example from your ICI. So let's see the last one now. 80 IBA. 80 IBA. 80 IBA. Last one. IAC is for startup companies. IBA is for housing projects. Housing projects. What housing projects? The property next door beside Tapasya is also a housing project. Do you think taxman will give deduction for that housing project? Never. Then which one it is? Affordable housing projects for low income groups. Okay, government is announcing that every person who's not having a own house will at least have a small house. Okay, so under that affordable scheme, certain builders are constructing the housing projects which are sanctioned by government. Government has sanctioned, but builders are outsiders, they construct. So for that builder we are saying, because you are doing a affordable housing project, we will give you deduction. Why? Because see, in a project next door, the profit margins are very high. Because you are selling it to the high net worth people, rich people, the apartments here. So the selling price of the flat is not regulated or interfered by the government. You can sell at whatever price you want. But a housing project under affordable scheme, the margin is very less. You make it for so much price, just add a very small margin and sell it off. So when margins are less, where is the motivation to get into such kind of housing project? It becomes a headache for the builder. So to take care of that headache, this section has come. What is this section saying? That small profit which you are making will be eligible for deduction. We are not going to take tax from you. So at least from that angle, get motivated to execute a housing project like that. This is the theme behind this section. Because your profit margins are less, we understand that, therefore we want to give you deduction. And what is the deduction? 100% of that small profit which you have earned is eligible for deduction. Do you have a doubt how many years? You should not get that doubt, right? In case of housing project, once the stock in trade is sold, Project is over, stock is sold. Oh no. So obviously that question we should not get. For the full project, whatever is your profit, you are selling it in 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, we don't know how many years it has taken for you. Obviously it will be sold immediately. Entire profits are eligible for deduction. No, I want some more deduction. Start one more project. The government should give you another project. Start another project. We will give you deduction. So that's how it is. But for startup companies, going concerns, you have to say 3 out of 5 and all that. So ATIVA, quickly. Deduction in respect of profits from housing project. Profits from housing project. Affordable housing sector. Deduction is 100%. What are the conditions? Conditions are project should be approved. Project should be approved any time from 1st June 2016 to 31st March 2019. Magic date is this one. Cut-off date for us. All the sections, this is the date they have kept. Remember. Okay, condition. When you have announced a housing project like this, there is a chance that the builder is a lazy fellow. Okay, he'll keep on delaying. So how to push him to make it fast? If you want this deduction, construction should get over within 3 years. Okay, so complete the project. Complete the project within 3 years. 3 years from the date of approval. In this housing project, I will make some shops and commercial establishments. Shops and commercial establishment again is defeating the purpose. What purpose it is for? People who don't have own houses, let's give them a house. So that's why there is a restriction. What is that restriction? The shops and all should not be more than 3% of the total built up area. So whatever is a built up area, not more than 3% should be a shop. Restaurant should be residential. Okay, next one, fourth point. Because these are cheap houses, there is a chance that you may end up selling it to one family, so many houses. Okay, so one buyer came and said, I want 4 flats because they're very cheap, affordable scheme. And he will say, I don't mind paying you little more because this is cheaper than the market price. So please sell me 4 houses. So one buyer is asking you so many houses. There's a chance that you may end up giving one family so many. But the purpose is defeated again. We want this house for so many people, not just for one family. So don't end up giving. So last one. Okay, where residential unit is allotted. Residential unit is allotted to an individual. No other unit shall be allotted. No other unit shall be allotted to his spouse or to his minor child. Major is okay. Next one, maintain separate books. Okay, separate books of accounts is needed. And last one. If project not completed within 3 years, deduction is equal to deemed income. Look at this point. If project is not completed within 3 years, deduction is deemed income. Now you will get one doubt. A person will claim deduction after the project is over. You might be thinking like that. See, not necessary. Revenue recognition you have to follow. Percentage completion method. Okay, so I may make ground floor, I may make different floors as and when one percentage is getting over, that person who is buying may also pay me some amount. So my revenue recognition is not after all the 3 years after project is completely over. I might have recognized revenue even before in the first year and second year. When I recognize revenue in the first and second year, I might have claimed a deduction in that year. But what happened is the construction didn't get over by 3 years. Then they are saying once the construction is not over by 3 years, whatever deduction you had claimed will become deemed income. This is what they are saying. So that was your